And we're gonna fly to Spain, where we're gonna connect with some students in Figueras, birthplace of Salvador Dalí, for those who didn't know. And we're gonna go to the high school Cendrassos, where we're gonna see Isaac and Gerard presenting some innovative practices. Hello.
Hello, good morning from Catalonia. My name is Gerard, and with my buddy Isaac, we are gonna present two different projects. Yes, we are going to present two different projects. First of all, we are going to present the stadium thing, and then he's going to present the helicopter one. So, first of all, the stadium has been developed to play football. However, all the elements of the robotic stadium, that's how we call it, are modular, allowing us to create different educational challenges. The design of the stadium incorporates automatic components, such as the goal that it's moving, it's moving right now, and the lighting system. Then we have the robots, or as we call them, the football players, with an Arduino Uno. These robots are controlled via Bluetooth through an Android application that we developed with a mobile phone. Some designs like the goals, the football robots, and some accessories were made with the 3D printing technology. And here we have our final result. Now that everybody knows what the project deals with, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Gerard Burjalès, and I am a 17-year-old student from a small town near Tarragona, Catalonia. Now, I am studying the last year before university in Morell High School. We developed this project during one academic year 2 years ago during the technology classes that we took 3 times per week. And what is more, it's a cooperative work developed in 3 different high schools all around Catalonia. I'm going to mention those high schools. In Cendrassos, that's where we are now. In Morell, that's where I am from. And in Costet de la Torre, with the main teachers Joan Pellicer, Enric Bolaño, and Joan Bofarull. The teachers, members of the Robot team, well developed the idea or the framework, and then we take the helm. So we have to thank them. The project itself is the same. Nevertheless, every high school developed it in their own way by working in teams. I always consider that the huge companies are the mirror of the reality, and by knowing what they are doing now, we can start drawing the future. One of those examples is Google. I have to admit that it's my dream job. Sorry. However, they are implementing a new way of working that just a few companies are implementing with slides, ball poles, bikes in their offices. So I think it's not just the furniture, it's more about the corporative psychology. We have to change the educational system, and that's what we are doing. We have to transform more classes into labs, which give us the possibility of learning and implementing the new tools. In our high school, Morell 1, we don't have a lab itself. It's more about a garage. So it's not a complete lab, but we are on the way of having one with 3D printers, CNCs, and at this rate, I think we are going to achieve it soon. The future means robotics, 3D printing, fab labs, IoT technology, and cooperative work. And the school has to prepare us for that. And during this project, I think I developed all those skills, plus the robotical and technological ones. We had the opportunity to show what we did all around Catalonia, to teachers, students, and finally in here. So just to sum up, a really interesting project that empowered me to create new projects during my free time and during the compulsory school. And I want to finish this presentation, my part of the presentation, thanking everybody who helped in this project, because everybody who helped is important. So now it's the turn for my mate, Isaac.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Isaac Llimona, and I'm 17 years old, and I'm in the last year of high school. My project is about making an ornithopter from scratch. An ornithopter is a mechanical bird capable of flying just by flapping its wings, like this. My ornithopter produces this flapping motion using an electric motor, and a pair of servomotors tilt the tail in order to provide directional control. It can be controlled remotely using a radio system. It has a wingspan of 1.6 meters and it weighs 530 grams. I used 3D printing technology to make most of the parts of the ornithopter. I haven't been able to make it stay in the air for a long time yet, but it can fly for a couple meters by now, and I'm doing some improvements in each flight test, so I think it will be able to really fly shortly. It was developed in the context of a research project we must do for the last year of high school. This project should be done individually during the summer, and the topic is freely chosen by the students. I built it in my home, where I set up a small workshop with a few basic tools and a 3D printer. When I had to choose a topic for this project, I knew I wanted to make some kind of machine or robot, because it's a field I really like. And I'm also interested in aerodynamics and flying things, so I decided to build an ornithopter, because it was a topic that motivated me a lot, and this allowed me to spend tons of hours during the summer. I like to work on this kind of projects because they give me the freedom to choose a topic that interests me and to establish my own goals. Also, working on my own and having to take the initiative during the project makes me feel motivated and involved with the project, and makes the results very valuable for me. I've learned a lot by doing this project. I've learned about various fields, including mechanics, aerodynamics, 3D design and 3D printing, and electronics. I had to pass through lots of iterations before getting to something that worked, and I learned new things in each of those. A project like this also teaches you to have initiative and to be persistent even when you run into a problem that seems impossible to solve at first. I think all this knowledge will be valuable in my future, because I would like to make those fields part of my life, both as a hobby but also professionally. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.
So first question goes to Isaac, because I don't know if the audience got it, but he has been working on this during the summer.
Yeah.
When he was supposed to be resting. Or this is what I do at least. How many days have you spent working on this, Isaac?
Yeah, I spent almost every day I could. Some days I worked just for 2 or 3 hours, but other days I would be working the entire day.
And why? Well, why is it that a young student like you decides to spend his summer working rather than resting or being with friends, enjoying, I don't know?
Yeah, I felt very interested with the project, and I like a lot working on it. So yeah, I did not take it as a school activity, but as a project I did just for fun. So while some students may enjoy spending their summer relaxing, playing video games or going out with friends, I enjoy making things or robots. So yeah, it was indeed working on my hobby.
You personalize your own learning. Very good. Thank you. So now a question for Gerard as well. Otherwise, we leave him out. So you also went through a very intense and long project. How do you feel after being in this project, really? Do you feel you grow up? Do you have clear idea about your careers or what you want to study, for instance?
Yes, I think I've learned a lot, making errors and committing errors, yes. And we are here with a project, but that's not just what we did. We are giving you some examples of what we did, just you to believe in us. But yes, I think that the most important thing I've learned is cooperative work, because we are in the multidisciplinary world, and we have to kind of work together to achieve something better.
Great, thank you. Thanks a lot for your comments as well. Okay, so now it's time to fly to the next country. Isaac, if you allow us, we're gonna take your ornithopter. I cannot pronounce that. Okay, we'll thank you so much again, and stay connected for other questions at the end, if any. And thank you very much again. we'll fly now to Norway, where some students...
Right, so I think we are all impressed with all the all the cases we've seen here. And they are kind of exemplary, and you can see that this is the right model and things are moving in the right direction. My question is, are you doing anything, or are you ready to do something to spread this practice around to other schools and to other teachers that are close to you? Thank you.
Thank you. Here again, if somebody wants to actually take the chance, I saw Gerard probably wanted to say something. Yes, please.
Yes, and here in Catalonia we are expanding this this knowledge to a lot of different high schools. We are doing lots of presentations, but not just us. The government of Catalonia is implementing a lot of talks and a lot of conferences and a lot of congresses all around Catalonia. So we are implementing this knowledge in these aspects. We are not just us. We have lots of different high schools all around Catalonia implementing these new technologies, and yes, it's important to mention that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gerard. And this is the forest, why not, could be where the learning happens. The time for learning, we heard from our outstanding students in Cendrassos, Isaac and Gerard, how they expanding the time incredibly, dedicating their whole summer to their project that was connected with their formal learning, but it was also something that they deeply cared about, and they thought it was an integral part of their life.
Thank you very much to all the schools, and thank you also to the audience for being here today.
And I think we can be all reassured about our future, because our future is in the hand of these incredible persons that are learning to be responsible adults and incredible men and women. Yeah. So thank you to the schools. Thank you for being with us.